Hi people, welcome back to TS Talk Sport. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button and leave comments down below on my previous videos, of course. Give me your thoughts, any suggestions, ideas that you have. I'm appreciative of all comments. Today I'm talking about Gabriel Martinelli. Of course, he was announced a few days ago, although our signing him was highly anticipated for at least a month. Of course, the main connection is Edu, who's an ex-Arsenal player who is going to be joining as a sporting director type role. Of course, the talk is that he identified this player as someone that for us to bring in, and we have done so for a fee of around £6 million. Of course, Martinelli was playing for Ituano, which is like the fourth division of Brazilian football, so an equivalent to England. He's playing in like the League Two. But he's someone that's tipped as a superstar, but only time will tell. He's had trials prior at, I think it was Man United and Barcelona. None of those two, opted to take him on. And that's something that as a player should have the hunger to prove himself that I was a top quality player. Yeah, I wasn't. You didn't pick me this time, but now you're gonna rue that mistake. Of course, he was actually called up to the Brazil national squad to train ahead of the actual squad that went ahead for the Copa America. And to be called up, to be playing the fourth division of Brazilian football, to get called up for the Brazilian national team, that's to be something decent about him. I don't see any players don't really see any players that from the Championship in English football getting called up for the England squad, let alone League One or League Two, which is where he was playing, at fourth division. So, there must be something about him. Of course, it will be interesting to see how much game time he gets this upcoming season, whether he's going to be in the under 23s or whether he's going to actually feature in the first team. And he's a signing a bit similar to Guendouzi last season, who came in, no one expected much of, and then featured quite heavily. But I feel he's a good addition for the future. I feel that many people won't really get too hyped and that about him so much, because this transfer window is quite critical and vital for us in terms of moving forward as a club. I think he's a good signing. He may turn out to be a great signing, but I think if he's a signing amongst others, the likes of Kieran Tierney, whether we get Zaha or Fraser or Carrasco, not so much Vasquez. I know he's the big talk, but he's not someone that personally I'll be over the moon with. If we can get in a centre half or two, and even a right back, or even someone else in midfield, and clear out some of the dead wood, then it'd be a good part of the transfer window. I think when people look at comparisons, like by this time last year, I think it was, Guendouzi, Torreira, Leno, these sort of signings were more or less over the line already. And then, we kind of knew the Socrates one was dragging, but it was most confident it was going to happen. It did happen. So I think it's a similar thing this summer. Yes, he's a good addition. Yes, he's not someone to think, yes, he's going to come in and either immediately improve the side. But if he comes in alongside other names that, we can definitely see is going to improve the team, I think he'll overall be rated as a good signing. But, only time will tell. And best of luck to him here at Arsenal. Hopefully he can make a name for himself. Of course, let me know your thoughts on Gabriel Martinelli and what your thoughts are on the signing. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you later.